Before we get into the whole shops thing, let's get into the amount of subscribers, pink beans, and black beans that you'll be receiving at cap for this whole period. Now, this list that I'm going to show you is not going to be comprehensive, covering every single compensation that Nexon will probably somewhat, maybe, I don't know, hand out for the maintenance, or you might just get a Bebe box for EXP and drop coupons. So let's see how generous they feel. So for subscribers, I don't know why you would need this many subscribers, because the only time you actually use subscribers is for this creator rewards, and it caps out at 18k. But I guess if you miss a lot of days, you can still max out on everything. So for subscribers, as you can see here, it details all the dailies as well as the weekly caps into a pretty understandable format. Now, this is something that my guildie did, so I have to give a shout out to him. So shout out to you, Azza, for doing this. And essentially at the end of it, you get 30k worth of subscribers. Boy, I wish I had that many subscribers on my channel. Next one, Pink Beans. Pink Beans, again, detailed here. He covers the daily, monthly, as well as the total. And assuming we get double sunny Sundays, meaning we get 600 instead of the typical 300 on Sundays, we have them detailed here as well. And obviously there is a monthly cap of 35k from the monthly mission, so that's added on top of this as well. So you actually get a lot of pink beans over the course of the whole event. So we get 3 monthly resets, and also the sunny Sundays, I think there are about 12 of them. And at the end of the whole thing, we get 39.3k. And obviously, if you guys need more, you guys can do the pink bean missions on your mules to get the items that are transferable within the world. But I don't think you'll need more than 39.3k unless you guys are just very, very new into this game, which I guess you guys could get. Moving on, black beans. The black beans are capped at 400 each week. Very simple and bare bone basic. 400 each week. Scroll down all the way to the bottom, you have 4.8k, and that's essentially the whole cap for the whole event. So budget your black beans wisely. There's one thing that you have to budget wisely, it's your black beans. So make sure whatever you want to get, you get them in the order of importance. Make sure you get what you want the most first and what you need the most first before you move on to other things. Because if you get the other things first, then you're just gonna be pretty screwed. So just make sure you get the most important ones first. We are going to go over each of the shops, including the pink bean shop, the Meso shop, as well as the black bean shop. Now, obviously, I can't get access to the Meso shop because it's only for gold creators. So blue-collar workers like me can't get into this fancy ass. So first thing we're gonna go over is the black bean shop. And here are some of the things I think you should get from each of the shops. So for black bean shops, if you guys are newer to the game, you guys can get epic potential scrolls, event ringmeister cubes if you guys have one. Golden hammers, definitely extremely nice to have. They're 100%, so definitely get golden hammers if you need them. Keynotes, if you guys need a scroll, they're fine as well. Stamps, I wouldn't get because I have a lot, but if you guys do need stamps because you're a newer player, you guys can do that. Bonus occult cubes are good for making mule gear as well. If you guys plan to second or third main, bonus occult cubes are good. For regular mains and mules, I wouldn't get bonus occults. It's just not worth it. And then for these scrolls, you get free pet equip scrolls essentially, and they're quite nice if you guys are just starting out in the game. I wouldn't use these on endgame pets such as vac pets. If you guys plan to go endgame, I definitely do not recommend using these scrolls. Personally, I would be getting these flames because they're free and I need to flame my stuff still. I'll be using some Karma black flames on my gloves, and I think you should only get black flames if you guys absolutely need the flames. So let me show you the current flame on my glove. My glove is 96 and 5, which equates to about 140 strength. So it's very hard for me to get something better with a less than 1000 flame. On average, it takes, I heard, 2000 flames to get 150 flame score. So I'll be slowly black flaming this, and this is the only reason that you'll be using black flames. Otherwise, I would not use Black Flames on just regular typical gear that you can easily reroll, such as if this were, let's say, 100 instead of 140, I definitely would not be using Black Flames on it. Karma Master Craftsman Cubes are good for making mule gear. Some, well, actually second main, because I'm second maining a Hayato, so it's good for that. You can also use this for your mains gear if you guys are just starting out and need some items that are unique. They're definitely worth it. Karma Meister Cube, 150% worth it. I'm done with all the main pots on my main. But if you guys have mains, which I'm pretty sure you guys do, that do not have 3 lines of stats or 3 lines of whatever you need, Karma Meister Cubes, 120% needed. Unique Potential Scroll, I wouldn't get unless you guys have extra coins, because the price to the benefit ratio is just very skewed and it's not in your favor. So I personally would not get a Unique Potential Scroll. It's just way too expensive. Tenebrous Expedition Ring Enhancement Scrolls and then Awake Ring Scrolls. If you guys need it, you guys can get it. I personally would not use these rings as main slot rings unless you guys are reboots and you guys are starting out. But for main servers, these are more suited for drop gear rings, but even then, it would be something that you work on last. And then we have some growth items. Growth items are really, I don't think any of them are necessary. Pendant slot coupon used to be good because we didn't get the Fairy Bros change that we did, which gives us free pendant slots every 14 days, basically rendering these useless. If you guys need them, get them, but I don't think you do. Everything else is pretty much not necessary unless you're super new to the game and you can't afford Mesos. Then you can get mastery books and job advancement coins and what have you. I don't know why I cannot buy this. Oh, maybe it's because I maxed out my slots. But character slot expansion coupons, if you guys are new to the game, I wouldn't get them because they come for free on so many events and they just hand them out like candy. So I wouldn't get it, but if you guys want to. 20 slot scroll bag. If you do not have one, get one because it'll save you so many slots. Oh my lord. If I did not have a scroll bag, you have no idea how much stuff I have to put. Like, look at this. I have so many scrolls. Oh, also flames go in here as well. So just a fun little fact, the flames go in here. Enos, everything go in here. They're so nice. So definitely need to get a scroll bag if you guys do not have one. They are so good. 200, not even that expensive, honestly. The soul bag, you definitely need them as well. So same concept, but it's a bit more expensive. But they save you so many slots. It's definitely worth. No stones, I wouldn't do it because you get them like candy. So I wouldn't do it. Experienced no stones are way better and way more worth. The reason I say it is skills like the True Arachnid Reflection, as well as the Seren skill that will be coming out in probably 6 months to a year when basically everybody will have access to it. You will need your Experienced Snowstone to level them up in a fast and cheap, keyword here is cheap, way. So just make sure you guys get this in preparation for the Seren node or the Will node, depending on what level you're at. But yeah, they don't expire after you use them, so make sure you use them and they'll stay inside your V matrix for the end of time. So yeah, get them. Medal of Honor, I wouldn't. Chaos Circulator, if you guys need it, is pretty good. I don't need it, but if you guys need it, it's good. Legendary Circulator, not really that worth. More of a last resort thing, and nothing else is suitable to your eye. There is this new thing called Black Circulator, which basically acts sort of like a black cube and a Chaos Circulator put together, from what I'm understanding. Arcane Symbols, I wouldn't do it because you can basically do Arcane dailies rather easily, and they're quite expensive, so I wouldn't do it. But on the other hand, Sacred Power Symbols, you get 100 of these. Oh boy, these are good, because 100 of these, that's 20 days worth of dailies. 20 days worth of Hotel Arcus dailies. So this stubborn symbol right here, 100 of them, is basically saving me 20 days of dailies if I get all of them. So for those of you who are endgamers, it's definitely worth. And then if you guys are into NX Story, damage skins, what have you, you can get this, but I'm not really too keen on this whole tab because fashion story is not my thing. We'll do the Yeti shop last because we don't have the list from it. For the Blackbean shop, bonus potential cubes. Oh my god, yes, you need this. You definitely need bonus potential cubes because they are so free, so free. So ICOGs are good if you guys have extra black beans to use because they're ICOGs and you can use them on your shoulder, and badge if you guys have a potable badge, but some of you might not have potable badge. So flames, I wouldn't do it. I personally might get the Karma Black Rebirth Flame for the same reason I mentioned before, because I need to re-scroll my or reflame my gloves. But other than that, flames are not worth it from the Black Bean shop. Premium pet equipment scrolls, if you guys plan to go endgame, these two scrolls are definitely necessary. Make sure you use these scrolls on something that is a good pet, so a Dream Luna, a Vac pet, something that will last a while. Don't use it on your freaking White Tiger or Yeti, those ugly perma pets, because you're gonna replace them in probably less than a year, so I wouldn't do it on those pets. But you could, you know, it's a free country, unless you live in under communism. But Black Circulator, would not do it, definitely would not recommend. And then the last two, they saved the best for last in my opinion. Karma Premium Accessory Scrolls. If you guys need a reason as to why these are better and the best thing really, and something that you should definitely get first if you plan to reach endgame in this game, Karma Premium Accessory Scrolls, watch that video that I did on it. It's super helpful, I think, in explaining why. But if it's not, you can go ahead and roast me in the comments. I think it's pretty freaking useful. Now for the Meso items, Nexon likes to be a pain in the butt and won't even let me view the actual Meso items, unlike the Awake shop and whatever other shop there was. Some of the main things I would get is Karma Flames, depending on your world, because some world might have cheaper Karma Flames than the Meso shop. Some world like mine has extremely pricey flames, so Karma Eternal Rebirth Flame in my world is 100 mil each, whereas in the Meso shop 50 mil each, so use your best judgment depending on your world. Flames are definitely good from here. Karma Equipment Scrolls and Karma Accessory Scrolls, same thing that I mentioned before with the whole going endgame. If you guys plan to go endgame, these are definitely worth 1 bill each for each of these scrolls. Is a steal depending on your world, but I think all worlds right now, these are a steal, so definitely get them. And then there are other things such as a 17-star scroll, which I don't think it's worth because you can literally safeguard it and take probably less mesos. Fairy Heart, definitely not. Some NX story stuff. Use your best judgment and look up things in auction house to see if it's worth for your Meso shop. If the Meso shop is cheaper and you want it compared to auction house, obviously get it. Otherwise, here's a hint. Don't get it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys found that helpful. If you did, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video.